Hey guys, it's Kathy. I'm going to send you this tutorial. It's made by QM and it's for reviewing standard 8.3, and that's the standard in the rubric where we're determining if accessibility has been met. And I just got an email from one of you regarding the reviews you're doing on the other team members' course, and how can you tell if an image has an alt tag or not. So this whole standard is really good. But specific to that question, if you look at page 6, so you can just click through, go to page 6 where it says accessibility of web pages, and you can look at that, how to determine if they're using headings versus just like, increasing the font or making it bold, underline text, and then here's the one about description of images. So this is the instructions for it. And let me just show you on one of my classes how it actually works. So here's one of my classes, and you'll be in student view when you're reviewing. And so if you wanted to look, like let's say you wanted to look and see if this picture had an alt tag on it. So you would right click, you would hit inspect, and then it's going to be highlighted in gray right here. So you can see how this is white, but now we're in gray, and this is the code for the picture. And what we're looking for is the alt, what do they call it? The alt attribute. So it says look for the alt followed by the description. So if you come over here and look for alt, there it is. It says alt front page image of hands tapping on a laptop. Okay, so that's what it is. Now that would be necessary if they needed to know that description because they needed the information to be able to perform in the class. Obviously, this is just decorative. This has nothing to do with the course content. It's just decorative. So let me show you what it looks like when it's decorative, when I've marked something as decorative. Now, the thing is it doesn't give you great information. So if we look at this from the student view, if I right click and hit inspect, and I come down to where it's highlighted gray and I look for the alt, it says EM Campus. Oh, actually that does give a good description. Let's see, let me find one where I marked it as decorative. That's what I really want to show you. I marked this one as decorative. Yes, okay. So let's go to student view. And then I'm going to right click, go to inspect. And now when you look at the alt, see how it says alt right there? And then it just goes into the width and the height and everything. So it doesn't really show you with the alt that anything's going on. So what the tutorial says is that if you find a null alt attribute, that could happen when it's purely decorative. Well, that doesn't even have that. I mean, there's just no information. So how can you tell if it's marked decorative or not? You really can't. I need to investigate more and see if there's a way. But I can tell you that I did mark it as decorative. So when I'm in edit view, when I click on it and hit image options, you can see I have marked it as decorative. So all I can say is that when you're doing the review, if you come across a picture and you realize there really needs to be some information there for the student to be what would be equitable, or I can't think of the word, but reasonable to give the same information to someone using a screen reader than someone that can actually see it, then you would do that, right click, inspect, and make sure there's an alt tag or a long description there. If you see it's purely decorative and you click and hit inspect and there's just nothing there, then I would say don't worry about it. Okay, so I hope that's helpful, and I hope that this little tutorial is helpful. And if you have any other questions other than that, reach out to me or your course chair. Thanks, guys.